Hello everyone, and welcome to the rebirth of Hacks and Slash. We're starting with Hatoful Boyfriend fanfiction. With me today, I have two other lovely bird lovers, and James. Today I have James Pelster, Diana Gray, and Shannon Hoover with me. Go ahead and introduce who you're talking through, I guess.
Hi, I'm James Pelster. I have basically no idea what's going on right now, and I am playing the parts of Ryouta, Sakuya, Kazuaki, and Daisuke, who I think is an OC of some kind.
I'm Diana Gray, GameCola.net's resident fangirl, and of course, I will be playing the MC, main character, Hyoko Tosaka, or as I prefer to call her, Diana Gray. Let's be real. And I'm really excited.
I'm Shannon Hoover, and I'll be playing the voices of Yuuya, Shuu, Nageki, Angel, and Oko-san.
Yay!
Yay! Cool!
Awesome.
And as I said, my name is Anna Bryniarski. I am going to be the narrator for all, TV reporter and headmaster. So let's get started with our first fanfiction, Fellowship of the Wings by E21116D2CG026.
It's like Samus Ridley from whatever, 2006 Chon or whatever it was.
We don't talk about the dark times.
Oh,
no,
those
we
are
talk
the best
about
times.
the dark times. The dark times are amazing. All
Dark
right.
times are the best times.
There was a time when all was good, and the friendship of Kawara and Fujishiro was very good. Insert Shuu being a total dick here. Also, I think we should celebrate this being the only thing I've ever typed in my entire life that is actually safe for a kid to read. So that's promising.
Oh dear.
I didn't look into this author. I didn't want to.
Oh dear. Background checks. Not at all mandatory. Oh dear.
There was a time when Ryouta and Nageki were friends. Sadly, that time no longer exists for the two. And even when they see each other in passing, they just simply couldn't rebuild their small, mirthful friendship back to what it used to be. How did their bonds break? Well, it was a normal day like any other. The birdies were chatting and joking with each other, arm in arm, and what have you. It always brought Ryouta great joy that he could bring a genuine smile to the face of the bird of morning. Then suddenly, as they were walking down the hall,
You two may want to find a room to contain your relationship-based activities.
I hate him.
I just like a relationship-based activity. It's like, what? What does that even mean?
who was it? The one and only Iwamine Shuu. Both of the younger boys, still in their good moods, simply chuckled as Ryouta spoke up.
Heh, this is no ordinary relationship. This is a fellowship.
Kawara stated proudly alongside his green-haired buddy.
What fellowship? You don't have a ring.
Hmm?
A look of confusion came across the faces of the young ones, while Shuu, having planted his seed to dissolve what was once such a beautiful thing, retreated back to his infirmary. It took a while for the young souls to comprehend the reference, and the moment they did, their arms were no longer locked but limp at their sides. Their gazes hit the floor, each occasionally glancing at the other, but not as a friend, but as if they were something profane. What?
What? So what?
What?
I don't know if that's how that word works, but okay.
One couldn't tell what happened after that moment aside from the two who are unwilling to dig up the memory. But that, my friends, was the end of the Fujishiro and Kawara friendship. What?
That was like...
That one thing was enough to break them up.
This story doesn't even, like... There's no context even in the story itself. It's like, oh, they're good friends. Now they're not good friends. The end.
Because they didn't get one reference in time.
Oh, gosh. But, I mean, but shouldn't that help strengthen their friendship because they both didn't get the reference together? What? I
But
don't
they don't
do
have
it.
a ring. They can't be friends, clearly.
Oh, well, That's not... I was
They
gonna
can't-
say, if you
Nope.
were saying you don't have a ring, you can't be married, but what? Like,
They can't be a fellowship, therefore they can't be anything at all. The end.
oh, of course. Flawless logic.
Somewhere in the future with Shuu and Kazuaki.
You are the most horrible birdie I know.
I think the ring being made of gallium is stupid too.
Fun fact, if you were to hold gallium in your hand, it would melt. That's the end.
Yay!
Thanks. We interrupt this fanfiction to bring you science.
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 We're off to a great start, guys.
So that was just really confusing.
That was the whole thing.
That was it.
That was the entire thing.
I'm really tempted to click on it, on his author, and see what else. Oh, I did it.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it.
Oh, there's nothing that bad.
Moments
It's all
of
rated T.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not bad.
moments of leadership. Alright.
We're ready to completely switch gears.
Alright. Nothing says fanfiction like completely switching gears.
This one is a bit different, the next one that we're doing, called Magnificent Jewel, in that it is a reader insert fanfiction with Yuuya. So the author has made the creative decision to leave out names, eye colors, hair colors, so that you can put yourself in, which, you know, is a nice touch. So, I mean, since I'm the main character, we can use my name, or we can use Hiyoko, since that's technically the character's real name, although it's me.
We can just use your name. That's
I
fine.
can use my name since I have no idea what's going on.
Yes!
Oh, I'm the main character!
But I'm the
You
comic
think I'm gonna
relief.
give up my birds? No! Especially not if it's Yuuya! I'll fight you.
Oh, right. Go ahead.
Thanks. I'm sorry, I get very intense about my birds, okay?
So this is Diana's one true bird.
You know, it's hard with Ryouta. It's hard. They're tied, technically. After Holiday Star, they have to be tied. I can't pick one or the other. People who
This
played...
is her first one true bird.
He was my first. I officially call him my fling, and then Ryota's my long term, but, you know, it's fine.
Oh God! All right. This is beautiful. All right.
I
So
agree.
our second story tonight is A Magnificent Jewel, reader X Yuuya. A short X reader for Yuuya Sakazaki. How will it go with this French flirt?
No,
Is
you
he
misread
actually
it.
French?
Yes.
I don't know, but you misread. It's a
No.
short X reader for Yakuza Suzaki for Yuuya Sakazaki. How will it go? There's no period.
Oh God, you're right. Anyway,
His full name is Yuuya Sakazaki How.
And for the purposes of this fan fiction, they're calling him French.
Yeah, for the purposes of this fanfiction, he's French.
good.
Because it says so.
All right. First name.
Yep.
I think we can just skip the.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Read it all.
Yeah, we have to
I'm
build,
already
build
reading
our
it.
character.
Alright, do it.
First name.
My name's Diana.
Surname.
Gray, we've covered this already.
It's like we know who
Eye
you
color.
are.
My eyes are hazel,
Hair color.
brown.
Monsieur or dame.
I'm a dame. Better word in French.
Wait, why did they ask if you're a gentleman or a lady and then ask for your gender?
Seriously?
I think
Right.
it's because they were translating that in case someone didn't know what that meant, but is that
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is like if you see this text in the fic, this is
That
what it.
you're supposed
Oh, okay.
And then gender.
I am a female.
All right, go ahead.
I think you're as gorgeous as a rare jewel, mon ami, always shining brightly whenever the world turns into nothing more than darkness. Always keep that light. Keep it close to you, and my heart will always be yours.
I'm crying.
Yuuya Sakazaki said that to you a week ago now. However you there is no comma there. However you wondered if he meant it. Was it some type of cruel game? Was it a joke to him? He was known throughout the school to be a playboy after all.
But still, his His eyes.
You thought to yourself. You remember how they looked at you and how serious his words were. That was no game, or was it? You thought as yourself as a normal person, not too smart or not too pretty. Not so much to catch the eye of one as Yuuya, but still. You still stood at your desk glaring at a blue rose on it. Underneath was a right. Underneath was a handwritten later with hearts hand-colored in red. It only had a simple text.
Come to the roof after school. We shall enjoy the stars together.
You felt yourself blush harshly, and you felt so special.
How do you blush harshly?
Ow! It sounds like it would be. It's like that's just a
Face
rash.
is so red. The most handsome boy in school is asking you on a sort of date.
What do I do? What to do?
You mumbled to yourself,
quiet,
but a
sorry.
voice sounded.
You should go, Diana.
Thanks, bro.
Sounded Ryouta beside you, so you looked at his red eyes.
But, I think that's you.
Oh, there's no space. Oh.
There's no enter, but there's another question mark.
You always talked about how you liked him, right? This is your chance.
Ryouta smiled playfully. You gulped some air. Ryouta didn't understand how you felt at all. How the hell do you just do this sort of thing with the boy who liked you? Liked? Sorry.
With the boy you like. Well, if you like him, then why wouldn't you?
She's embarrassed and
Yeah.
nervous.
You don't understand.
But the next line, in the next line also, let's read the next line.
A boy you weren't even sure about.
I thought you liked him.
But am I sure that he likes me and he's not just messing with me? With Yuuya, you never know.
Okay. He clearly likes you. Oh, it's me again. Okay. I agree, Diana.
Sakuya sounded, so you looked over your shoulder to him.
My brother won't do anything like this if he didn't mean it.
That's way too nice.
Yeah, no, that's way too nice for Sakuya. That is not accurate.
Sakuya's kind of
should I
jerk.
change my voice?
No, we're talking about the dialogue.
Oh.
Huh.
Alright, hold on. But
You stuttered.
there's no kind of, quote, like, why am I saying parentheses? Punctuation with that, so
Clearly likes you for one stupid reason.
there we go.
Sakuya
That's better.
mumbled.
That's Kazuaki. I should have put the full names.
Yeah. What's he like? Just like, should I be like? He's like the teacher, right?
Yeah, the sleepy teacher.
Okay. I'm either thinking like kind of like a really like tired sounding voice or like a sort of like smart sounding voice. What do you think?
Tired would probably work.
Tired.
Okay. I know, Diana is a nice girl. I'm not so shocked.
Mr. Nanaki yawned while he walked past you all. They were all teaming onto you, and when the bell rung after class, Ryouta dragged you to the stairs to the roof.
They were all teaming on to you?
To me.
What?
I mean, what can I say?
You looked at him while he smiled a cheeky smile. He was put to something.
What?
Yep,
He was put to
that's
something?
right, definitely.
Ryouta.
You said while lifting an eyebrow, but he pointed up the stairs.
Go.
He smiled.
Go before I make Oko-san or Sakuya drag your arse up there.
You rolled your eyes, but the sound of being dragged up some stairs didn't sound too nice to you. Too nice, so you turned up. But the thought of
Didn't
Ryouta
sound too
doing
nice.
this was out of place.
It didn't sound too nice.
It's the wrong form of two.
Yeah.
But the thought of Ryouta doing this was out of place. Did Yuuya ask him to do this? When you reached the door, it opened itself, but
Ah, Diana, welcome.
Yuuya chuckled as you looked at him opening the door for you.
I am glad that the dame could come.
He said while his smiled got wider and bigger.
Please, come.
He smiled gently, so you slowly walked forward. What was he up to? However, when you looked forward, you saw a white table with a cloth over it. The cloth had a pattern of pink roses on it, but there was also 2 white seats in front of the table.
Whoa now. Whoa, there's also seats at this table? Whoa.
What's going on?
Yikes.
I'm trying to figure out how best to do this. What?
You stuttered speechless while you felt your heartbeat go 10 times faster. You were shocked! Even for Yuuya, you never expected this.
Sorry, it's not much.
Yuuya laughed while you looked at his smile, but then your eyes met his. They shone brightly in the light. It was like if the sunlight was hitting his glasses to show off more of his eyes.
Getting the school to agree to this was a bit hard, but it's for a special dam, so nothing could go amiss.
How do you get this? Wait, this is the school? Like, what?
Yeah, we're at school. Duh.
Is this like is this like a romance? It's like a romance school? Like they teach you like what? How? I don't know.
He just snuck everything up to the roof. No big deal.
But then the school wouldn't be agreeing to it.
He had to get permission to put the stuff on the roof.
It's a table and some chairs.
I mean, the teacher already said go for it.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
Alright.
He smiled, but then he walked to one of the chairs and pulled it out.
Please seat.
Please seat.
Please seat.
Oh boy. He smiled. So you slowly sat down, but then you looked at the view and you could see all of the city. It was beautiful. ...
Beautiful.
You said.
Not as beautiful as you, mon ami.
Your eyes widen. You can clearly feel yourself blushing harshly at his words. The only reaction you thought of was to look away, but you couldn't even do that. No, your eyes were stuck on Yuya's blazer.
What?
Okay.
Okay. Apparently he's got some absolutely fantastic clothes.
You're so dressed up. I feel underdressed. It's probably his school uniform.
This is your.
Yeah, there's no way to distinguish, but the first one was possessive. The second one was the correct one.
You own this, you are.
Well, she was probably starting to say something else.
Your blazer.
Like, your blazer is so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
You laughed.
Haha, no. Don't feel like that. It's fine. I don't mind what you wear. I mean, you would look stunning, even if you wore nothing at all.
He smiled.
Oh, okay.
Alright then.
These are birds we're talking about, right?
I mean, they mentioned
Supposedly.
his glasses earlier, so that's debatable. It could be his human form, which I'm also down for.
Okay.
But wait.
What?
You asked in shock while Yuya pulled a shock face? Shock face.
Shock face.
No, he's pulling a shock face. Whoa.
The Home Alone 2 kid. He stuttered.
That sounded better in my head.
He laughed.
Sorry, I never meant anything by that. The food.
Nice save.
This is going downhill real quick.
Yeah.
He laughed, clearly embarrassed by his own words. He then walked to the side while you just simply shook your head. However, the sight of the embarrassed Yuya was indeed different. He looked so cute and innocent. You felt an unknown hunger inside of you. You wanted to see more of this.
Oh,
Okay.
What?
This is, oh dear.
Well,
More of what?
more of the embarrassed cute Yuya, duh.
I hope.
I hope that's all it is.
But how would you drive that side of him out? Okay,
Here
that is.
you are.
You laughed, snapping you out of your thoughts as he placed a plate of salad in front of you. He sat down in front of you while smiling.
This is a French recipe with my own little twist. Please, tell me what you think.
It's a
A
salad.
It's a salad, dude.
Also, he placed the salad in front of you, and he sat down in front of him, so he sat on the salad. This is the French recipe.
Oh god.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. He smiled while he blinked at you. You roll your eyes down to the food in embarrassment, but still.
So the eyes came out of your head.
Don't!
You're ruining our date.
I know, seriously, man, you're not even here.
Let's just keep trying to ruin this.
I can't help. When I see this stuff, I have to nitpick. I'm sorry. I'll try not to.
That's what this podcast is about, TBH, but...
Any date that Diana goes on in any podcast needs to be ruined.
He started.
Oh.
Why are you doing this?
You asked.
It's
What?
true.
Must you really ask that? After last week?
He said.
Well, I didn't think you were serious.
You snapped while you looked at his worried face.
Ah, what kind of man plays with a girl's feelings like that? Mon ami, I speak from the heart, nowhere else. What I told you last week was the truth.
He said.
But
I said I was yours, and I meant every single word. I do not lie, mon ami.
Yuuya smiled.
Not to a girl like you.
So he does lie. That's why would he, that seems like he's undermining himself by saying, well, I lie to other people.
But
Diana, I know you're not used to something like this, but I swear I mean the words I say.
Yuuya said. You looked down your food again, not knowing what to say. Your heart was going nuts. Your head hurt because of all of this confusion. But... ... You felt so special that Yuuya was saying all this to ... to you. Silence broke between you and Yuuya. It was like he was allowing you to think over what he just said.
Wait,
You
what?
slightly...
But breaking the silence means you
Yeah.
stop the silence. What? What?
don't question it. I was thinking the same thing.
Alright,
You slightly rolled your eyes up to look at him while he was looking at the view.
You're not eating?
You managed to stutter out.
I never eat before the dawn.
He smiled.
Oh, sorry.
You stuttered while you began to eat, but he laughed at you.
You're so cute when you blush like this.
He laughed.
Shut up!
You managed to say, but that made him laugh some more, however he started to eat. His food was delicious. You could clearly taste each flavor.
It's a salad!
It's a salad!
It's a salad.
Salads are not that impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, some are, but not.
I make an amazing salad.
Yeah, he does. Wow, the French are truly good cooks.
You
You
thought
don't
while you
cook a
smiled.
salad. You don't cook salad.
Unless you're cooking.
There are
like,
warm wilted salads.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
yeah. It could be that. We don't know.
Okay.
Is it to your taste, mon ami?
he asked.
Oh god, I gotta do this with my mouth full. It's delicious. Yeah, there we go. It just has TH sounds, so...
You smiled, but then you noticed that you still had food in your mouth.
accurate.
You
I like food.
Same. You quickly swallowed.
I mean, it's delicious.
You smiled, but you thought,
Oh god. Number one rule, don't speak with your mouth full. Not attentive at all.
No, the date's off. You talk with your mouth full.
You're a really good cook.
you
For the
smiled.
Thank you.
It's a salad.
Yeah.
I just want keep reminding you all, it's a salad.
Yeah.
And like, what's going through my head is it's not even like a fancy salad.
It's just
It's
lettuce.
one of the
Just
ones from
lettuce.
McDonald's that I have made before.
I was thinking it was like just salad, like plain like lettuce leaves, and that's it. No dressing, no nothing at all.
Hey,
You smiled proudly and you smiled back. However, you looked over to the amazing view again.
It's going to be breathtaking when the sunset starts.
Are you skipping class?
No,
I mean,
that's-
apparently the school
Oh, I
agreed
thought-
to it. So
I think class
I
is
thought-
over.
I thought they were still like in school, and I was like, are you just gonna sit here for the next several hours?
No, I think the day was ending.
Okay.
don't question it. The school agreed with it.
School gave us permission.
Yeah, he has a hall pass.
Yuuya said softly.
Would you grant me the honor of watching it with you?
You stuttered while you looked at his smiling face yet again.
Sure.
You stuttered, and his smile widened as it seemed that his blue eyes brightened too.
Great!
He smiled, but then looked down at your plate and the untouched cooked beans. What?
Wait, where did these come
Where
from?
did these come from in the salad?
Were the...
They were in the salad.
I don't know. I've never had a salad with cooked beans in it.
They were a bit too spicy. Sorry.
You stuttered.
No worries.
He smiled.
I did perhaps put too much spice in there.
That is a spicy salad.
I thought French were supposed to be good cooks.
We're spicy cooks.
Okay.
I don't know. He seems to be putting on the moves pretty hard here, so...
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to spice it up.
With beans.
With beans.
Did you get my gift, by the way?
He asked.
Yeah.
You stuttered while you lifted your bag off the floor and showed him the flower he gave you. You already took the leisure of pinning it to your bag.
This is my favorite line. I like how it's fake. No, oh wait, it's the wrong form of it. Now it won't die, and I can carry it around without worrying about destroying it.
You smiled happily.
Defiantly with my clumsiness.
Oh god.
What? I mean, it started, it was the
I
same.
like how it's fake and won't die.
Same.
I like how it's fake and won't. I like how
I agree.
It's good on her for trying to come up with, like saying a way you like it, but I mean... And also, you smiled happily, defiantly with my
Defiantly.
That's not even a sentence.
Oh, boy.
I'm so glad you liked it.
He smiled, but then stood up and walked to the back off your chair.
What you...
But you were stopped there by you pulling your chair away from the table.
Come, we shall watch the sunset.
We're not doing it here?
You asked in confusion.
No, there is a much better place.
He smiled, so you nodded. He then held out his hand.
Follow me, dame. It should be madame.
It should.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it should. I don't know.
However, you looked at his hand nervously. You never really held the hand of the boy you liked before.
Okay, this next line is my favorite.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong? Hand-holding virgin?
Rude.
He laughed, but you looked away and held yourself. Oh.
What does that mean?
Probably like holding your arms. Like with your hand, like kind of
also,
like,
they have hands? I thought they were birds. They would have feathers.
It's probably his human version.
I think so too.
You were at last with your crush. You lowered your head, but then a little sigh was heard.
I'm sorry.
Yuuya sighed while he walked closer to you.
I never meant to offended you.
I held hands, but never with my crush.
You stuttered in embarrassment. You then looked up to Yuuya and his small smile.
Oh God. or with someone as handsome as you.
That only made Yuuya smile more.
Don't worry, Diana. Take your time.
He said softly, so you slowly reached for his hand and held it. It was rough. It was warm.
What? Oh, so weird. Alright.
That is weird. It's a hand. You slightly smiled, but then Yuuya led you to the other side of the roof. The view changed from the city to the park.
He leads you to the other side of the roof.
Oh man, he
either he like gave you like it's lead is in the metal,
yeah,
or lead is in to lead.
Mm-hmm.
The view of nature is better than the view of buildings.
I'm glad you walked a whole like several feet.
This is supposed to be a small city if it's only visible on one side of a school building.
Or the school's just on the edge of the city, you don't know.
Or the park's very tiny and you have to view it from that one corner.
I mean, I live in a cave, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. You said. Sorry.
I agree.
You smiled. However, you slightly stood closer to him, but like the Yuuya you knew, he moved close to you, getting rid of any space between you both.
Don't be so nervous.
You smiled while he looked down to you while you looked up to him.
You see, switching back and forth between, like, comforting and just really, really pressuring.
You never really noticed how tall he was until now,
Mon ami,
he said, so you looked up to his ice blue eyes.
may we hold hands? Are you
He's-
already holding hands?
Yeah, seriously.
Sure.
He smiled smoothly. You nodded. You didn't know why. So slowly... Oh no. So slowly you held hands with Yuuya while you both watched the amazing sunset together. After it was over, you both looked at the bright stars. However, after 10 minutes, you noticed something. Something important that you shouldn't have forgotten. Not have, of.
It's the wrong form of it. See, I said this wrong in my LP every single time, and now I realize that it's Legamentines, like Valentine's Day, and I never
Oh.
figured that out.
Wait.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Valentine's
I
Day
always
where
said
you give beans to each
Legamentines
other.
because I never realized it.
Based
That's
on
why there were beans in the salad.
What?
Yeah, he was giving her beans.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I didn't even think about that. Well, I also didn't know it was
Beans.
Legamentines until right now.
That's a weird holiday.
It's a bird holiday.
You give beans to the boy you like. It's not that weird.
Oh god.
Alright, keep going.
You gasped as you faced Yuuya, who was just smiling down at you.
I forgot. I didn't get you any beans. I'm so sorry.
You cried.
Oh, so I am the one you're interested in.
Yuuya smiled.
He's just realizing this now?
No, he's
she even
teasing her.
she even
He's just teasing
mentioned he
me.
was his crush.
Of course.
You managed to stutter out while you felt your cheeks burn.
Don't worry about the beans.
But,
I can think of a better gift.
okay, what?
Oh,
Just the way you said that, you're like, what?
Okay,
What is it? You asked.
A kiss from the fair dame.
You smiled, but your eyes widened.
A kiss?
You gasped. Okay, but you were having problems just holding his hand.
Yeah, like seriously, we're moving way too fast here.
Yuuya nodded slowly.
How about just one on... Oh, how about just on the head?
He asked.
On the head I can do.
You stuttered. You never kissed a boy before, and you weren't going to start soon. So it was embarrassing. You closed your eyes tightly to only feel a soft, gentle kiss on your head.
Oh wait, he's kissing me. I thought I had to kiss him. I'm confused.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
I thought it was my present to him,
The way he phrased that, yeah, what? He's not even...
well, I'm not
that's
complaining.
No, it doesn't even make sense.
Well, I just kissed her on the head. I am very happy you chose me, mon ami. I shall treat you as a princess as best as I can.
You don't need...
Yes, I do.
Yep.
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 Yuuya butted in, knowing what you were about to say. However, his gaze returned to the stars, so you looked up, but his arm wrapped around your waist and pulled you close to him. Okay.
And so you looked up too, but his arm. You looked up too, but we don't know what you're gonna look up.
No. It's falling apart.
Let's enjoy this moment, Diana. Who knows what the further will bring us?
You're right, it is falling apart.
Yuuya said. You never forced.
No!
You never fought. You wanted to stay there with him like this. It felt amazing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's me.
I'm sorry.
He's amazing.
You thought while you slowly placed your head on him, smiling a little smile.
Je t'aime.
I love you too, Yuuya.
You smiled. You laughed. ... Finn. ...
So wait, she
What?
speaks
Just-
French too?
Okay, so we went from, I can't hold your hand because it makes me kind of nervous, to, I'm not going to kiss you, but a kiss on the head is okay, to, I love you. What? Oh, no, and I also forgot, in the middle of that, he grabbed your waist and pulled you closer.
But the wrong form of waist.
Yep.
Well, that was good.
That was a delight. We're gonna move on.
Yeah. Ready to take complete 180 again?
Let's go! Wanderer's Journey, Book 2, Freedom of Birds, by Lonesome Wanderer. The wanderer has gone to the dangerous world of Hatoful. Will he be able to live through most of the horrors that you've met with in-game? Sorry.
Yeah.
Read and find out later. I'm not pairing him
now.
up with the main character of the game, just to be clear beforehand. Well
Don't.
then. Shit.
No.
No main character pairings.
Chapter 1, Going to School with Birds. What?
I think this is supposed to be Daisuke thinking.
This is the only chapter, also.
Yes, there's only one chapter. Which is why.
Chapter 1 of 1. 10 out of 10. Death sent me to the new universe, but I didn't want to explain anything about it. He just sends me in looking like a regular everyday high schooler in black clothing. He said there's nothing that is going to happen in this universe. He had the troll grin when he said it, though, so he might be lying.
Oh, no.
Troll face.
Alright.
The wilderness at 9 p.m. Am I supposed to be saying this?
I don't think this is still, I think this is just
Because that's not in
description.
italics, so...
Yeah, I think this is Anna,
Do
probably.
you want to read that?
The Wilderness at 9 p.m. Start music, Hatoful Boyfriend, tension.
Immediately, I just think of the suspense music from Ace Attorney.
Hey, I could put these music tracks in the background.
Please do.
Alright,
I think I'll try.
That's perfect.
Daisuke appears out of seemingly nowhere.
A forest. I was expecting more.
Suddenly, a pack of wolves appear.
Thanks, but I don't think you were what I was expecting.
Pulls out his combat knife.
I may have no other weapon, but you will go down before me.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Suddenly, the wolves back down, whimpering. They run away after Daisuke swings his knife a few times.
Well, that was easy.
Good job.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A bull rushes in from behind very noisily. What?
This is way too much action.
just out of left field, the fanfiction. Should have known.
Hiya!
The bull falls in an opposite direction to where Daisuke is.
You should be more careful here.
Start music, Hatoful Boyfriend title scream by Tam. I don't know who these are, I'm just putting the name of the soundtrack. It says.
It's a good song.
It's like I should. What did he say? He says should have known. It's like, oh, of course. I was expecting.
I was expecting this bull to run out from behind me.
In
This doesn't even make sense.
Dark forest dressed as a high school student. Of course, the first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to be charged by a bull.
Why do you think I picked this one?
James, remember how you said you had no idea what's going on? Well, this makes no sense to us either, so it's great.
Awesome, the great equalizer. Alright. Okay. At least I know that now. Thanks for the assist.
Puts away his knife.
I'm Daisuke Namara, wanderer of anything. How about you?
I'm Hyoko Tosaka, the hunter-gatherer of this forest, and you're trespassing on my territory, buddy.
Backs up a little.
Hey now, no need to rush a boss battle on me.
Sorry, do you need a guide out of the forest? I know this place because it's the back of my hand.
It's really small then. 2 inches to the left, there we go. Oh, that was easy. If I hear anything more ridiculous, I may have to cancel looking here. Okay. Sounds great. It's a date then. Whoa.
No, it's not.
Let's not.
No, it's
I
not.
don't think it is.
No, it's
That's
not.
not how it works. Okay.
The pair reaches the edge of the forest and are greeted by a bird.
Hey there, Hyoko.
Switch music, Hatoful Boyfriend, Ryota's theme by Tam.
I don't think that's an actual track, but okay.
What? Birds talk in this universe? That would have been good to know.
Hey Ryouta, how's the maid cafe?
Just peachy. So many birds visited today, and about 99% of them asked for me. Sometimes it's hard to work there.
Notices Daisuke.
Hello, who are you? For that matter, why are you with Hiyoko? Daisuke Nomara. I got lost in the forest, and she managed to guide me safely out here.
He's an idiot, and I needed to get him somewhere safer to be an idiot.
That's the best.
Same.
Immediately, he's an idiot.
So we're not going to stop him from being an idiot, we just need to get him somewhere safer to be an idiot. Thanks. What? I am not an idiot.
Looks away.
Not that much of one, anyway. Where do you live? I can take you there if you need me to.
Anger grows in his face.
I'm not dumb. Can you point me in the direction of the nearest hotel so that I actually have somewhere to lie down? Sure, this way.
The two separate at the hotel, and Wanderer takes a job from the hotel to pay for his room. Surprisingly, the hotel paid nicely to have the dishes done.
He's taking to this quite quickly, it seems.
It's fine.
All
It's
right.
fine.
There aren't that many humans around either, so these birds are just kind of like,
Yeah,
whatever.
It's just like, We've seen weirder. Perhaps their feathers prevent them from doing a very good job at cleaning dishes. They would make better feather dusters than dish cleaners.
Hey now.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. No. In front of St. Pigeonation Institute at 8 a.m. The day before the first semester starts. Start music, Hatoful Boyfriend, St. Pigeonation's Institute.
So, this is my school. I was hoping for all I see in front of...
What?
What?
Daisuke walks to the front door of the school, but reluctantly opens the door.
Wait, so he was... But reluctantly... So he was planning on walking up and not opening the door?
He was just gonna wait.
Okay.
This is the headmaster, I think.
Okay. You must be the new human that arrived in town. And Nikovar approaches Daisuke.
Yes, I am. You must be the headmaster, am I right?
Yes, I am. You have come to study here at St. Pigeonation's?
If not, I came here to enjoy the scenery. What? That's not
Okay.
answering the question. Okay. If not, I came here to enjoy the scenery. Where do I sign up for the first semester? So you did. What? I don't know.
I think he's trying to be sarcastic, but it didn't work.
Yeah, but he didn't English properly.
Right this way. If you like, you can also pick up a pamphlet for a school group. Daisuke signs the required documents except the parents' approval slip. But he uses some well-woven lies to say that he doesn't need to get his parents to sign. I don't need these to be signed by a parent. Oh,
Why not
okay.
just say my parents, why not just say, hey, I'm a human, do you think my parents are here with me? If only I knew where my mother and father were. Oh, I shouldn't, sigh. Why is he, he doesn't need to know where his mother and father were, he just lies about it.
No, but the form made him think about his parents.
Yeah, he's just he misses them.
Oh, okay. Okay. If only I knew where my mother and father were. I shouldn't think about that now. I need to think about supplies and other things I need for the semester, and since that day indicator said I only have one day... What?
There's a day indicator in the top, left corner of the screen when you play the game.
Fortunately, I'm a human, so I don't have to follow the fourth wall. And since that day indicator said I only have today to prepare, I need to get my supplies very quickly. Let's see here. Track team. Nah, I have terrible stamina. Library staff? I'll think about that one. How about...
This is Sakuya.
Sakuya's the arrogant guy, right?
The snooty one, yeah.
The student council.
Start music, Hatoful Boyfriend, Sakuya, Sonatina in minor C.
Whoa, rich bird. I'd rather not be a part of that division. Sorry. Even a peasant like you wouldn't handle it anyways. Excuse me?
Imitates the fanciness in the rich bird's voice.
What kind of bird tries to overrule my ability that I haven't shown?
That's actually pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I, Sakuya Labelle, am the bird that tells you that you are worthless when it comes to being a leader. You defended yourself poorly when I mocked your ability to lead, so you shouldn't join to try to be the president like me. Ah, my honor. What? Okay. Ah, my honor. I swear I will have revenge for this.
Walks towards the library with pamphlet in hand.
Serious? Was he being serious?
Don't kill Sakuya. He's like my third favorite.
See, like the my honor makes it, like. At first I thought he was being maybe sarcastic, but he says he'll have revenge for this. That makes me think he's serious.
We'll have to see.
I don't know.
In the library, stop music.
It's so quiet in here since the music stopped. I mean, I break the fourth wall already. Perfect place to read books, but it seems underused. I bet it's because of the temperature. Jeez, couldn't they install a heater? Why does the selection of books have to be so small? I love books, but can't get a lot.
Stop whining.
How did you...
The bird lifts one feather to his beak. Start music, Hatoful Boyfriend. Sajaku no Umi, I don't know, by Sentive, or Nageki's theme.
Sorry. My name is Daisuke Namara. What's yours?
Nageki Fujishiro. Is there some reason you came in here? Or maybe you wanted the overview of being in the library staff?
I can actually see from the looks of things that it would be a slow semester.
That's what Miss Chisaka would say.
You know her too? Is she interested in some birdie? What?
Why do you want to know?
Oh.
Trying to get with me? I only date birds.
Why do you want to know? I can't tell you what goes on outside the library, and she doesn't usually come into the library like everyone else.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'll see you when the semester starts.
Random hallway at 9 a.m. Start music, Hatoful Boyfriend, Angel's battle theme.
Good one to see.
Suddenly the window shatters and a bleeding heart dove comes forward from the broken glass and takes a challenging pose. Alright.
If you intend to fight, then allow me to remedy that feeling.
Battle starts. Daisuke, 600 HP, 40 physical attack power, 60 physical defense, 30 special defenses, 50 special attack power, 60 luck, and has enlightenment stat buff. 10 to both special attack and defense. Angel, 1000 HP. Other stats are unknown. Your opponent uses Crescent Blade. It's a critical hit. Minus 100 HP on Daisuke. Daisuke uses Stare of Devil's Demise. It's a critical hit. Minus 500 HP on Angel. Your opponent uses Zerg Rush. It's not an effective attack, but Daisuke was stunned for a turn. Minus 50 HP on Daisuke.
Oh, it's copyrighted. Oh.
Your opponent uses Dream Killer. Its power is multiplied by last turn's attack. Minus 300 HP on Daisuke. Daisuke uses Right Hook of the Gods. The gods have blessed your right hook. The attack was an instant KO. Start music, Persona 4, period.
It's a good thing I'm right-handed. Also, why are we playing Persona
Why are we
music?
playing Persona music?
Daisuke leveled up. HP decreases by 100. What?
That's increases.
Sorry. Special attack increases by 20. Physical attack increases by 10. Special defense increases by 10. Physical defense increases by 20. Luck increases by 5. Don't track these stats, BT dubs.
So why are you telling him to us?
Stop music.
Why are you telling him to us?
That's awkward.
See, they missed an opportunity. It should have been your opponent uses Dream Killer. You're ugly and you'll never be good enough.
Oh no! Only if the enemy was what's his face? Sakuya, because he's just being a jerk to Daisuke.
True.
Yeah. Stop me. All right. Are you all right? Oh no! I think he's out cold. Wait, why? What was I planning on doing?
Just knocking him down a little bit. It was supposed to be fine.
Knocking him down a couple things, okay.
Infirmary at 8:35 a.m. Okay, but it was just 9 a.m.
Yeah, we time traveled backwards.
We went back 25 minutes.
Meanwhile, 25 minutes earlier.
Or this fight took almost 24 hours.
Yeah.
Start music. Hatoful Boyfriend, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Who are you?
Daisuke, I kinda knocked this guy flat. Can you make sure he's alright?
I don't think he's talking.
It's like, why would you admit to that?
Notices the doctor's stare.
I think that stare is really creepy. Please stop it.
Don't worry about him. Just put him on the bed in the corner, and I'll make sure his injuries are mended.
Don't leave him.
Wait, where was he before I put him on the bed?
You were holding him, probably, or something else.
But he only needs rest, right? You don't need to mess with his injuries. But he's knocked out. You dealt like 700 damage to him.
And he's been out for more than 24 hours.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that might be a problem.
You dealt like a bajillion stuff, and he was strong enough that you leveled up. I'm starting to think that this doctor can't be trusted.
Just put him there, or you can mend him at home. Hopefully you have no more questions.
What? The doctor is totally okay. I was gonna say I think the doctor has a better idea of this than Daisuke, but now the doctor's totally okay with the injured guy.
It's not okay.
And the doctor is totally okay with me taking the guy that I just knocked out to back to wherever. Oh dear.
Puts Anghel on the bed.
Well, I saw the pamphlet about being in the infirmary staff and hoped for an overview of what I'd be doing in here.
Just cleaning up the body parts.
Okay. You're not serious, are you?
You'd be cleaning up the infirmary after school and giving first aid to the other students. However, if there are body parts lying around, then you clean those up too.
Daisuke gulps.
I'm Iwami Neshu, and if you're not here for anything else, then I suggest you leave before I do something drastic.
Chuckles at the thought.
Oh god, stop!
Oh.
This is bringing back bad memories.
Bad memories!
My next line is my new favorite, or this next part of the line is my new favorite.
I guess I haven't collected male human parts like yours.
Whoa! Okay!
Daisuke sprints out of the room and towards the track.
Get out of there!
Darn right. Wow, this is a long track, and it has quite the energetic bird.
Coo, coo, coo! Okasan will be able to get that pudding, finally!
Hello, why are you running towards me? Oh no, again, what? Oh, hang on. Oh, okay, I needed to read the next line. Wait, hang on, the next line says he runs into me and runs around me, what? Okay.
I'm running like a crazy person.
Hello, why are you running towards me? Oh no, again?
The fan-tailed dove runs into Daisuke and runs quickly around him as if looking for something. Start music, Hatoful Boyfriend, barroom. Is it supposed to be billet or ballet or ballet?
I've seen it written both ways, I think. It's supposed to, because it's a play, because birds have bills. But, like...
Okay. Alright.
I think,
Ooh,
anyways.
you didn't have the pudding!
Was I supposed to bring some pudding to enter this field?
Coo, coo, coo! No, but I thought you were the delivery person bringing the pudding!
How could you mistake me for a bird? My name is Daisuke Namara, and I'm here to see what is in store for me on the track team.
Coo? Coo? You are? That's great! Show me how you do on the track, now!
Why is Okasan the only one that, we have to translate for?
Don't ask.
I don't know.
Right.
It's a thing.
What? I just...
Starts pushing.
Coo! Now, go and sprint for your life, because I will take you as pudding if you don't do this now!
Jesus,
She'll
son.
take you as pudding?
Wow.
She just implied she's gonna eat me? How big are these birds?
Regular?
Yeah, they're
why-
supposed to be about regular bird size, I think.
What? So am I really small, or you just feel like to start picking at like my toe or something?
No, you're human size.
You're fine. Don't worry.
Right.
Daisuke runs 2 laps in a full sprint, but doesn't have enough energy to complete more laps.
Cool. Not good enough. Do it again, and this time control your breathing. You must capitalize on your strength.
I can't run anymore.
Collapses.
Ow. Oka-san, you can't push the new student past his limits.
Cool. I must. He only completed 2 laps before succumbing to exhaustion.
I'll die out there if I try to do another lap at full speed.
Daisuke's hotel room at 9:30 p.m. Start music, Persona 4, Alone.
I can't believe the pain that fantail put me through. I feel like I was thrown onto a cheese grater, but worse.
Grater?
A cheese grater. They grate cheese. I think I got an F-. First, the doctor wants to add my body to his collection, and then a pudding and fitness-loving freak. Can my days living here get any worse?
Daisuke turns on the news. Today we have seen a new human student appear out of nowhere. He is currently enrolled in St. Pigeonation's Institute for Young Minds, and has already met the other human here.
Do they mean Hyoko?
Have you met another one?
I didn't know Hyoko was a human.
No, yeah, that's the main character.
Oh.
The only human
The
going
only
to this
human.
school for birds.
Right.
In related news, the human was spotted on the track with some pigeon. They were both running at very high speeds, and they had some pudding after 2 laps at a dead sprint. Okay, but this must be a really slow news day.
Yeah. Okay. Where are they getting this footage? I'm pretty sure Ryouta, Ogasen, and I were the only ones on the field.
The end, for now, and forever.
Yeah. Like,
I'm so confused.
Oh yeah,
Well,
this was published over 3 years ago.
We're never gonna know how it ends.
Alright, our last story for the night is An Interesting Semester by Spinning Melody. This pretty much follows the story from the demo visual novel with some of my own stuff added. Expect what is this? Added expect what is this?
I think you meant
Every
to say
bird now
accept.
seems to be human.
Accept.
Yeah. I'm really bad at making summaries. Reviews are always welcome. I'm really bad at summaries too.
Reviews.
Yeah, it's
Review
reviews.
was
Review. Oh, gee.
Reveiws.
Oh, that's sad.
Anyway.
No one reviewed it.
Oh.
That's okay.
Maybe they didn't know because it was spelled so strange.
Chapter 1. Honestly, don't know why I'm making this kind of fanfiction from this visual novel, if you want to call it that. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a visual novel.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe
with this
it means
kind
it's
of
not a fanfiction.
But with this kind of weirdness I'm adding in this one is where all the birds in Hatoful Boyfriend are in an alternate world where they have become the human versions of themselves while the main character girl still remains human. So shall we get this started? Reviews are always appreciated.
Alright, let's go.
I applied at St. Pigeonation's for reasons of my own, and please do not ask me why I wanted to go to this school. There is a long reason behind it, and I would rather not discuss about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. I was going into the sophomore class and could feel the butterflies in my stomach from being so nervous, like I always did the new semester of each year.
Both of these sentences have been run-ons.
Yeah.
Ah, Tosaka!
I froze as I looked back, seeing it was none other than my dear friend Ryouta. We had been friends ever since I entered this school. Not true. Though when I saw him, he was now a human. Was I dreaming? I mean, the last time I saw him, he was a pigeon that was a bluish-green color, but now he was about as tall as me, with blue hair and a pale complexion. I almost blushed from how good-looking he was as my words stammered out.
Ryouta, you're human.
I know I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh. I know I don't understand how it happened, but it seems all of us birds are now just like you. It's kind of weird.
I nodded my head, still thinking that I must be in some kind of dream that I somewhat didn't want to wake up from. I mean, now I mean, now if I wanted to confess my love to this year to someone I had a crush on, it wouldn't look so weird if we were dating.
Hasn't stopped me before.
Yeah, it was good, but they're all pigeon. Everyone else in the world used to be pigeons, so I mean, like, it's not like you'd have humans saying, "Why the heck are you dating a pigeon?"
The bell rang as Ryouta grabbed onto my hand, pulling me through the school. We walked into our new class, 2-3. I walked all around the classroom, seeing all the birds that were now humans. I rubbed my eyes a few times, sitting down on my desk, closing my eyes, not wanting to see this anymore.
Why?
You didn't want to wake up. Oh, good morning, everyone. Did you all have a good vacation? I will be your homeroom teacher, Kazuaki Nana. Sir, wake up! It's homeroom.
Ryouta yelled as the teacher woke up. He was a pale-looking male with medium blonde hair that was kind of curly, with a cream-colored scarf around his neck, as I wondered why he would have that on when it was pretty much summertime.
It's a little warm, isn't it? Probably 'cause of the scarf you are wearing.
Yay.
Sentences
this
are
is
all
fun.
run-ons.
I kind of
So
want to
long.
cry.
Oh, this is good.
Oh my god.
Chapter 2. I mumbled to myself lightly before covering my hands into my arms, closing my eyes. I didn't get too much sleep the night before, as I seem to always get that way before school starts again, and plus I wasn't tired. The teacher apologized as he told us that we were having a transfer student, as that perked my interest.
Holy cow!
Since I wonder what kind of person he would look like as he slowly walked into the room.
That was
I had
the
to hold
longest
back my
sentence.
laughter.
You just read that in one breath. Just like,
Oh my god.
I had to hold back my laughter as he looked someone that came out of a picture book, just with a snobby attitude. He was dressed in bluish prince attire, and he had a light blue hair that matched his attire.
He had a hair.
Don't run.
Why must I introduce myself to such commoners? I have no need to make friends.
Did he just call us?
Call of us?
I think I skipped the word.
Did he just call of us commoners? So we get a snobby aristocrat. Oh, just what we need.
It's aristocrat.
Sorry, aristocrat. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Aristocrat?
Aristocrat.
This is a work of art.
Well, I guess that's that. Who's the next one? Ryouta?
Yeah.
Sir, he needs to introduce himself.
Ryouta protested as the teacher looked from the student and looked over to Ryouta as he shrugged his shoulders, as he didn't, I think, himself knew how to reply.
But he doesn't want to introduce himself, though.
This is me, I think. Sir, we just can't let the system fall through. Who knows what will happen if we don't have him introduce himself? They took out the kulaks and dissenters line. That's my favorite.
I stood up from my desk, my hands firmly on the sides. Everyone now was staring at me, even the new student. This was kind of out of character, since when did I even care about introducing yourself? Hell, when I came here, I didn't even want to say my name as well as the teacher's side. What?
What?
No, stop.
I failed to see the meaning behind that sentence.
Basically, she's being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's me. Okay, so that's me. Well, we can't have that happen. Can you at least please say your name then? Shirogane Labelle Sakuya.
Is this me now? I guess. So he really is a noble bird, or should I say human?
As I thought to myself, yet he didn't need to have that kind of attitude being in school, since no one would have wanted to be his friend if he went around like that. Yet I hoped he would...
That's not even a sentence.
You said the sentences are way too long to be a proper sentence, so they're too short.
I love this. Yet I hoped me and him could maybe try to be friends. If we could, as Sakuya sits down at his desk, he shoots a cold glare over to me and Ryouta, making me think that the idea of us being friends might have just slid down the drain. Soon the bell rang for it to be lunch, as I walked for the cafeteria, wondering what kind of food they would be serving. But first I had some books I checked out over the break. I really needed to return them. And I really needed to return them. As I walked through the library, I noticed there was no one in sight, not even anyone at the desks, as I decided to call out.
Is anyone here?
No one replied, yet I jumped some seeing the reception lady as she told me to keep my voice down. I apologized, wondering when did she appear, but ignored it. I noticed someone across the room not that far from me. It was a boy, or was it a girl? It was kind of hard to tell from the distance away we were as they made their way over to me standing, right in front of me.
Can I help you? That totally seems like it should be a Nageki line.
Chapter 3. ... I realized now that the person was a boy, but not someone I knew as he looked away from me. I tilted my head as I blinked some as I tried to figure out what he wanted.
Not really.
Not really? What's that supposed to mean? I spoke it through my head as I noticed he was looking to me while he was more looking to the books that were in my small arms.
Also, not really. What's that supposed to mean? I think it means not really.
He doesn't really need anything.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I don't want anything to do with you, but I'm more interested in the things that you are holding.
So you do want something good. Well, okay.
No, it's not to do with me. He doesn't care about me.
Fair enough.
As he looked over to the desk, trying to hint and tell me to return them now, yet even though when he spoke, it was with a sad, quiet tone, even though the last thing he said was kind of not nice, but I ignored that, thinking he must not talk with people, really.
It's a sad, quiet...
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't even finish them. Haha. They were a little too dense for me. Were you waiting for these all summer?
He looked away from me, slowly returning to his books. I wondered, did I say something rude or something that offended him?
I'm Hiyoko Tosaka, a sophomore. What about you? ... You're possessive.
Aww.
Fujishiro Nageki, freshman.
He looked from his book some to me. I smiled lightly, hoping that it wouldn't have scared him, as even in his facial expression he seemed as a shy type, yet with his haircut he could be mistaken as a girl. His reddish eyes made him look good with that green hair of his. Oh, what am I saying? I've been thinking everyone has been looking good. Gwa.
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 What in the world is going on?
Leave me alone.
He started reading his book again.
Okay then, sorry to have bothered you.
Today has just been eventful today, hasn't it? Now that is done and over with, I think it would be best to return to class. Wait, isn't that...
Wait, isn't that?
Isn't that?
Is that supposed to be like a ... or like...
Yeah, it's supposed to be a dot.
Probably.
Okay.
Wow, this one's really close together. This formatting, though.
Consistency for the win. Wait,
no.
Who's
Chapter
this?
4.
I was right, it's Sakia, and isn't he with Yuuya? I wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah, you said it so fast. It's perfect.
I leaned against the wall, hidden opposite to them, as it sounded like they were arguing over how they were not supposed to talk to one another, since it was Sakia's orders, or, well, it's how it sounded. Sheesh, the guy was even cruel to his own family members. It was kind of sad, to be honest. As Sakia walked away from him, I walked from the wall, hoping I wouldn't have been noticed, yet I was like, as if he knew I'd overheard their conversation.
He walked from the wall, so like he just phased through it, or he was just like slow. He was like silently watching them from inside a wall.
I like how it's Seesh.
Where?
Not sheesh, but seesh.
Seesh.
Where? I don't
Oh, you're right.
it.
I'm sorry. I mispronounced
That's okay.
that.
It took me reading through the entire sentence again.
Are you a friend of my brother's?
Okay, wait, hang on, I gotta count these. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
It is quite alright there, mon ami. Nothing you not... Let me try that line over again. It is quite alright there, mon ami. Nothing you cannot handle there, my little chickadee.
Chick AD.
AD.
It's not one word, that's just 3. My little chick AD.
Did he just call me a chick AD? Oh dear. Oh dear bother. Did he talk like this to every girl he ever met in the school, or anywhere for that matter?
You're Tosaka from class 3 too, aren't you?
She's class 2-3.
Yes. I'm class 2-3.
Also, I'm starting to feel like this guy isn't actually French.
I don't
Just
think he
because
is.
it's like, he's not saying these things in French correctly.
How did you know that?
I know every single girl here in the school. And well, before this morning, you were the only human girl in the school.
Yeah,
But apparently you don't remember which room it is.
And apparently we also haven't, like, touched upon, like, apparently we're not, like, hung up on, everyone is suddenly humans. It's like, they brought that up at the beginning and they they just, like,
He doesn't
totally
know
brushed
me
it off.
He doesn't know me that well, only a little bit. Yeah, that is true, but now it seems everybody here is a human now for some reason.
Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't, not at all. Kind of strange, since I'm so used to everything else, but it's nice and interesting.
Indeed, but I must head off. Farewell, mon ami.
These run-on sentences are now my favorite thing.
These aren't run-on sentences, there's just no punctuation.
There's just no punctuation.
Indeed, but I must be off, farewell, mon ami. It's also, I like the little tilde after mon ami, like,
Yeah.
like,
Mon
I think that
ami.
means, like, it's a sing-song voice or something. I don't know, I think that's what it's
Is that what it's
used
spelled
for.
for me?
Mon ami.
No, mon aim. Mon aim.
I was like, that looks wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh boy. He walked past me. I watched him go as Yuuya was interesting looking at a human. He had blue hair just like Sakio, but normal clothes, but for some reason he had some girl hair clips in his hair, which... That's not how you spell witch.
W-I-T-C-H.
W-I-T-C-H.
His hair, he had hair clips in his hair witch. Everybody's got a hair witch,
A
right?
sandwich,
to
a hair witch.
I need to start this over again.
Yeah.
I watched him go as Yuuya was interesting looking at a human. He had blue hair just like Sakio, but normal clothes, but for some reason he had some girl hair clips in his hair, which truthfully suited him, and his glasses that just made him look perfect. The next word is ugh, and I agree.
Yeah. But that's not the end of the sentence.
Oh, no, it's not, and I wish it was.
I
Ugh, I'm heading...
this is my mind.
I'm just
I'm
I'm
heading
heading back to homeroom now and maybe sleep through the rest of the day.
Damn.
This change
You
is
are-
becoming too much. It's like every male now in my school is extremely attractive, like a dating sim I used to play all the time back in middle school. As I walked in, it seemed not everyone was in here, and Mr. Nanaki had dozed off in his chair, and I decided to take a nap at my desk. As I woke up, I looked around, noticing that Ryouta was no longer in the room. As I walked over to Mr. Nanaki's desk, he looked up to me as I smiled kindly.
Mr. Nanaki, do you know where Ryouta went?
He said he was going to go to the infirmary. Maybe you should go there to see if he's still there.
I nodded, waving the teacher off as I walked down the halls. Though, come to mention it, Ryouta did always have a weak stomach. I guess checking the infirmary wouldn't hurt, just to see if he was alright. That made sense. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good sentence.
It's so sad that I had to point that out. I opened the sliding door as I stepped in, looking around. Less
So
good
you
sentence.
stepped in
B-.
looking around.
Why is it all centered?
Chapter
Why was-
5.
Excuse me, is anyone in here? Or it's just anyone here? That's still me. Nobody is here.
Plus, there's also no one sleeping behind the curtains, and even the doctor isn't even in the room either. Here either. Oh my
Ryouta.
god.
Oh dear.
I called out just to make sure he wasn't actually here, though I got no response but pure silence.
Weird. I wonder if he went home already.
I do feel a little nervous poking around this empty room. It kind of gives me the creeps. Though come to think of it, I haven't been in here before. Unlike Ryouta, I'm extremely healthy.
Are you bashing Ryouta because he got sick?
Yep.
Rude.
This is another one of my favorite lines in the game. Oh wow, they got all kinds of drugs in here.
Look at all these drugs.
That's the subtitle for this podcast.
Please. I turned around, seeing a glass medicine cabinet of all sorts of bottles. For some reason, I was quite interested in this stuff, though I had no idea what they were.
Ethylper, Trifay, Luciobenzene. What do these things even do?
Would you care to find out, miss?
Oh no.
Memories. I turned around, hearing a male's voice as I saw that it was none other than the school's doctor. I stumbled, almost falling over, landing on my butt.
Oh, doctor!
I could feed you all sorts of things if you want.
Oh my gosh, this guy is terrifyingly creepy.
So many.
This is like the tip of the iceberg, okay? Oh no, thank you. I'm quite alright.
Shuu.
I hate him.
I stared into his violet-colored eyes that were behind his bright-colored glasses. His name was Iwamine Shuu, or more known as the school's doctor. He's rather creepy in person, and I heard he has a bad reputation among the student body. Everybody knows that just talking to him could give you some kind of horrible disease, or even worse. Though come to mention it, I didn't even hear him come into the room. Is he a ninja doctor?
Well, you don't look like you need to be in here. Do you need something?
Oh, I heard that Ryouta and Kawara from class 2-3 was supposed to be in here.
Kawari.
Kawari, excuse me. Ryouta Kawari from classroom 2-3 was supposed to be in here, so I thought I would come to see how he's...
To be fair, the teacher never said he was in here. He said you could try looking. Like, the teacher said he didn't know where he was.
So I thought I would come see how he was feeling.
It looked like the doctor thought for a few moments that, or he was just trying to be dramatic with his creepy persona.
I haven't seen him.
But...
Are you sure he was coming here? Or maybe you happened to arrive before he did?
I did come straight here from class. Maybe he went to the bathroom or something? I snapped out of my train of thought, hearing the doctor speak once more.
I would love to have you wait here, though.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Bad touch.
Do I really want to be in this room alone with this creepy doctor? I mean, who knows? He could drug me with what's in those medicine cabinets? I looked back to the doctor, smiling softly as I shook my head.
No thanks.
Peace.
Oh no, the formatting.
Oh no, it's back to the side.
Now it's all left center,
Dear.
no indentation.
Oh dear, oh dear.
How on earth are we going to tell what? Oh no.
Chapter 6.
No, this is fine. It's just Oko-san and me.
I soon turned and bolted from the door. I panted as I stopped in the hallway, leaning against the wall. Maybe Ryouta had already gone home, though what do I do now? What do I do now? Oh, that's right. I like how I have to keep second-guessing myself to make sure that it's actually spelled correctly.
Yeah.
The spelling's not horrible.
It's not. I just have to
grammar.
make sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I never got around to joining a club last year. Maybe I shall go look at some of my options this year. I think they were some sports and bird watching. Why are you bird watching?
That's what I do all the time, am I right?
There's no more birds here. It's going to be hard to do that.
But Tish.
Oh, dang it!
I shivered at the thought of it. I mean, wouldn't that be like stalking? Nope,
Oh,
because everyone's
you
here now.
made
It doesn't
that
even
weird.
matter anymore.
Yeah, no.
I checked that off my list right off the bat. Good. But I guess I will take a look at what the track team has to offer. I walked outside onto the track team as I looked for the team caption. As I noticed that the large human bird from class was having a hissy fit. Oko-san does not actually have a human portrait.
Yeah, he's just
It's
gonna
a
be a
large human
size
bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
doesn't have
large
a
human bird, the team caption, and you walked onto the track team.
Track.
Yes.
You didn't walk onto the track, you walked onto the track team.
Yeah, they were all just like lying down doing like
There's
sit
so
up
many
to something
things
you're just walking across.
And right about that sentence.
Cool. This is no pudding for a man. Cool. Oko-san rejects it. It is a lie, a falsification.
The pudding is a lie.
Yes.
Is he dancing on squished pudding? As I walked closer, my assumption was right. He was indeed dancing on pudding. I stood next to him, looking from the squished food.
Hey, that's not really nice to the pudding, you know.
Closer inspection of him was even worse. The least attractive bird human thing I have
Rude.
seen. Though I heard when he was a bird, he was a fan-tailed pigeon, well, I think. There's no comma there. Or a period. Anyway, either way, he is hyper as hell.
Cool! Okusan has suffered a deception most vile, a wretched betrayal.
You were deceived?
Cool, but this is no pudding. Ousted, scorned, betrayed, dragged into the streets and abused by those trusted best.
That's amazing.
I love Okusan.
It seems to be pulling off that character quite well. Like in the writing and your voicing.
Bravo. I sighed, rubbing my temples as he was honestly giving me a headache. I mean, this was normal store-bought pudding. Plus, why in the world was he still cooing like he was still a bird?
What in the world is wrong with it?
Cool! Spare the jest, young lady.
I stared at him before being slapped over and over by his hands. I covered my face as he shouted loudly.
Okusan used hand attack. It was super effective. Cool.
It was super effective.
It was super effective.
Oh, he will.
It was super effective.
Sorry for interrupting. It was super. That's the second fanfic to have a random Pokemon, reference him.
Oh, I should mention, since he doesn't know this, these are the lines from the actual game.
Wait, this is a quote from the game?
Yeah.
Pretty much all of this is.
Yep.
Did you say super effective?
No.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
No, in the game it's super effective.
Yes, but I missed pronouncing it. It was super effective.
You can
It was
reread
super
it.
effective.
We interrupted you anyway, you can reread it.
Nah, that's alright. I missed
I
it.
think it was better this way.
As I fought off his hands, he speeded off from where he...
Oh.
As I fought off his hands, he speeded off from where we were standing as he shouted loud enough that everyone would be able to hear him.
Cool! Okusan must train to achieve true pudding. Farewell.
And just like that, he was gone. To be honest, he was a good runner and all, though. What does pudding have to do with the track team?
I think the third from last sentence is he speeded off from where we were standing. I think they were originally going to say where he was standing, but then they changed it to where we were standing, and then they forgot to delete the he.
Oh boy, guys, we have 5 more chapters. Chapter 7. And so that ended my first day back at St. Benedict's for the second semester, and actually it's the first semester of your second year. And boy, was it one eventful day that I will never forget. Though it still feels like I'm in some kind of weird dream, and that I would be waking up any moment from. Though as I laid down in my small cave for bed, I knew I wasn't, and I wouldn't have to learn to get used to all of these birds that have taken over as humans, just like how it used to be. Except it wasn't. It didn't used to be like this. Not in your high school career.
Before.
Before.
So he thought he was in some kind of weird dream, but he knew it wasn't. Never mind.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I awoke the next morning as the sun softly gleamed into my cave as I got up, brushing my long brown locks, dressing myself in my school attire, and rushing out of the cave and through the woods, heading to school once more. Over the river and...
That's what I thought of.
Maybe I can get used to all this. I mean, I can finally confess to someone if I finally develop feelings this year. So you can...
If you find them...
Same.
Get some emotions.
So you could do this, Tosaka.
I encouraged myself in my head as I made it to school. I made it into the classroom right as the bell rang. I was making my way to class. Class was normal today. Mr. Nanaki had an announcement to make.
I think we want to choose the class council today. As you know, this school doesn't require its students to join any club, but if you want to, you can. But if you don't, then you're free to head home after school.
The class was in a loud chatter of students talking about what they were going to do as Okusan loudly spoke like always it seemed.
Cool! Oko-san has only time for the track team.
The tag team.
Yeah, and squishing store-bought pudding as
Ow.
well.
Cool! Oko-san
You
has
don't want to
only
step.
time
You
for
don't
the
want to
track
step
team.
on the tag team.
The tag
Don't-
team.
I'm no longer
No.
a runner. I just stick things up on bulletin boards.
The
It's
tag
the
team.
fact because we stepped on them the last chapter. We don't
I
want to
know.
step
No,
on
we
the
stepped on the track team. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had to form a new club because I stepped all over my track team.
The tag
No, you
team.
don't want to see. Yeah, you can't step on me.
Oh no. Okay. I'm crying.
Yeah, and squishing store-bought pudding as well, as a small chuckle escaped from my small lips as the teacher nodded. What? Okay.
In case you forgot you were small.
I'm small.
Yeah. Well, that's good. What about your plan, Shirogane? Oh, right. So not used to seeing that name. It's, what's his name? Jerkface, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's his name. You got it.
You got
Huh. A foolish question. I already hold a position here at this school. Yes, that's right. You became student president when you were admitted into the school.
I grunted some at the words being spoken as I decided to interrupt the conversation.
Nepotism ho! Don't we even get a vote?
Nepotism.
It's not nepotism, but okay. That's in the game too, so that's
What
not their fault.
nepotism?
It's like when you hire like your family or like your friends. He just got here. It's not nepotism, technically.
I'm gonna look. Okay. A practice among us with power of or
Did you look-
influence of favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs. Well, what does it say in game?
No, that's
It
what
says
it says.
nepotism.
It says
The,
nepotism.
the LaBelle family could be friends of the headmaster.
They're
That's true.
friends
Give them a bunch
with,
of money to have their son be.
They're friends with the doctor.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. They are friends with the doctor.
I don't know.
But that shouldn't really affect student council.
Yeah, you affected becoming student president.
Though my words seemed to be ignored by the others, I accepted it as I slumped back into my chair, hoping that this day could go by quicker as Ryouta finally spoke, saying what he wanted to do.
Well, just coming to this school is good enough for me, so I don't think I will be joining anything this year.
Don't you have to take care of your mother on your own and all?
I cut off before I spoke anymore. I didn't want him to think about that kind of stuff when he could have some moments of fun at school. Though what should I do this year, since I obviously don't want to go back home to that boring old cave?
Oh man, what am I gonna do?
Such a dilemma.
Chapter 8. I looked down to the flyer that we were all given at the beginning of the day as I looked at my choices, thinking which would... WITCH would be best.
If I choose the council, I would be stuck with that aristocrat Shirogane, and I don't want to be stuck with Ogo-san in the track team, which would be a pure nightmare. I feel like if I joined the infirmary, that doctor is going to try and use me as his test subject, and there was also working in the empty library. Maybe working in the class council wouldn't be too bad. I mean, maybe Shirogane isn't that bad?
Should have picked the library.
I know, the library's way better.
So much better. As my thoughts filled my
Wait,
head...
wait,
as I-
that's Diana's. Oh, no, they forgot an end quote.
They just forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
As my thoughts filled my head as I marked down the council option, smiling in content. Content. I'm just going to say content because I passed my paper up to the front of the room with... I passed my paper up to the front of the room the end of class. Mr. Nanaki looked around, making sure that everyone had passed up their club worksheet submission.
There.
Wrong there.
Right. That's everyone, isn't? What? You can't put
Isn't?
okay, that is, if that wasn't a contraction, that would be grammatically correct, but it is, so it's not. That's everyone, isn't? Have fun today.
As we soon started off into math class, though it mostly consisted of Mr. Nanaki falling asleep halfway through the lesson and the rest of us talking. I guess he really gets worn out during the hot seasons, poor guy. Though I went back to working on the math homework, already feeling like I got smarter. You sure did.
Yeah,
As
that's...
the end of the day bell rung through the school, I packed everything in my school bag as I waved off to Ryouta, he smiled back to me as I rushed out of the classroom. Walking to the council room, I tried to think of what was it that we would even be doing for the school. And since we skipped the whole voting process, I think it's only me and Sakuya. Anyways, he called me to his office meeting of off to the room I go.
This looks like a CEO office.
Well, naturally. Do you honestly think I would have anything less?
Sakuya spoke as he was already in the room behind a fancy-looking desk. I was amazed by the sights I was seeing. I mean, who knew that the school would allow a simple classroom to be turned into something so darn fancy? As I stained
What?
What?
As I stained a smile on my face, looking to him.
She just keeps a bucket of paint with her or something the whole
She has like wood stain on her mouth.
Ew. Hi, Sakuya. So, did you have this all done?
Well, of course, before it suited filthy rabbits more than it would have suited us.
Jeez, well, isn't this guy man of the year? I scuffed some. Though to be honest, it did at least look nice.
Earlier you were saying you were amazed by the sights you were seeing. I saw a couple lines down, but oh dear. Have you decided what position you shall be taking?
Really? I get to choose?
My new favorite line. Who's there to choose for you, dumb Japanese? What?
That's in the game. Wait. Ernst?
Oh.
Ernst? You Japanese yourself, Sakuya?
Do not mock me. I'm French.
So he's a French nobleman. That is pretty interesting.
Nobelman. Nobelman.
Oh my god, you're right. You mean Nobelman.
Nobelman. You plural.
That is pretty interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah, what did we win the Nobel Prize for?
For being French?
For being French.
Well, I guess I got to figure out now where I'm going to be standing as in this council that feels all right with only our say. It is. There's only 2 of you. Chapter 9.
I think I shall take the position as vice president.
Oh, you wish to be my right wing. Ha ha ha. You have some nerve. I like that.
You're a human now, bro.
Shush. I am French.
Shut
Be
up.
quiet.
I am French.
I got my ad-lib some of his stuff.
Please, just continue doing that. Shut up, I'm French. Oh dear, I think I've just bonded with him.
What?
Oh no.
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't either.
And he looks pretty darn happy right now as well. So just like that, I had now become friends with the rich school president.
Sitting at home is so relaxing.
As I prepared to go to sleep, I remembered that tomorrow is the class hike that we planned at the beginning of the year. Should I prepare anything for it? We shouldn't be going too far, so I don't really think I should have to. Well, I think a good bell...
Aw.
Oh,
That's-
no.
Now
it's weird.
You're gonna catch the cholera from doing that.
Well, I think a good bowl of udon noodles will be good tonight and a good night's rest. Oh my god.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
Everything's
not
fine.
fine.
Everything is wonderful. Right as I got into class, we soon marched out. I like to think that she walked in, and as soon as she walked in, they're like, alright, let's go.
No.
Also, at what point did she leave, the school, the presidency room, to head back home? She's talking with the school president. Suddenly she's sitting at home.
That's an odd place for a chapter break. They should have just put those 3 lines in the last chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right as I got into the class, we soon marched out and was soon off on our hike. Everyone was happily talking to their friends as we finally decided to take a break. We had all decided to relax before the long walk back. Some ate lunches they made, though I looked around, I wondered who I was going to be sitting with. So I decided to make my way over to where Mr. Nanaki sat.
Wait, sitting with? Like... Oh,
Just-
I see. Eating lunch. I
Oh,
thought it was
yeah.
like, I was like, what, did they take a
Dude,
bus
whose
here? or-
pathway am I going for?
Yeah.
You're going for the death pathway.
This is so
Yeah.
inconsistent.
You're currently going for the Sakia pathway, apparently. You think
No,
you
because I could go talk to Sakia.
Yeah, but you think you just bonded with him, apparently.
Okay,
Ew.
but now we're going to go bond with
Yeah.
Mr. Nanaki.
We're going for on hell.
Right. What is it, Chisaka? Break time isn't over yet.
I sat down next to him, looking to him as I wondered was it weird that I decided to sit with our teacher? But I ignored that thought as I just kindly smiled, turning red a little.
I just wanted to talk to you, Mr. Nanaki.
To me? But your friends are all over there. Why don't you want to talk with them?
Because I don't have any friends. Do you not want to have some company and talk with me, sir?
No, that's not what I meant. You're a funny... girl, Tasaka.
Wait, no, we haven't even said anything yet.
And so I guess talking with Mr. Nanaki was a failed effort. So I decided to take a nap just like he did, no matter how weird it looked me sleeping next to him. Though with all his sleeping, I do hope he isn't sick and he is well. He is not well.
That last line gets like
I do hope so.
0 to like
He's not well.
slightly worrying.
Chapter 10. The
Almost.
days went by rather quickly, and we soon were now close to the sports festival, something I was never too fond of that much.
Same.
Though the school was in chatter about what everyone was going to do as Mr. Nanaki spoke over us, while Moore just spoke in his normal soft, soothing voice.
As you all know, the sports festival is right around the corner. Everyone, please think about what you are going to be doing this year.
Sports festival already?
Remember if it what? Already
It's supposed to be remembered, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Remember, if it happened during the fall time, it would interfere with the cultural festival. So that's why it's always in May of every year.
That's right. How could I have spaced out of something so obvious? Obviously, geez.
Yeah.
I guess this new lifestyle has made my mind go crazy forgetting all the festival locations. What new lifestyle is it because they're all human?
Yeah,
Because
They're all
everything else
humans
seems
now.
to-
It's very
Yeah, they're all humans now.
I get very distracted. Hey, what are you going to be doing this year, Ryouta?
I haven't really decided, though I'm probably going to be doing the three-legged race. Somebody's got... That's a... Okay. Don't you need more than one person for the three-legged race?
You'll find a partner.
cool. Oko-san will handle the marathon. Oh, indeed he will.
I'm not too surprised with that, and I bet he wouldn't have too much trouble with it, since it seems he has so much stamina from what I have seen, and he must have since he's the track caption. And all.
Apparently that wasn't a mistake.
Sakia, what about you?
You can't honestly think that I would be running in some kind of race, can you?
Well, is there a kind of sport you could do that doesn't involve running?
Well, we always have open position for cheerleaders to root on and give support to our runners. That's what I was thinking of doing. Because I'm French, apparently.
I think that was supposed to be Nanaki, but that's
Yeah,
it.
that was Nanaki.
I'll read that again. Well, we always have open position, singular, for cheerleaders, plural, to root on and give support to our runners.
Mr. Nanaki finally spoke once more.
I shall be the general. Very well, leave this to me. Why is no one ever mentioned a general? Is like the general of cheerleader? What?
Yes.
Huh?
Just yes.
He's the cheerleader.
Sakia, I don't think that's what he...
Also, don't forget that the first aid tent is also always in need of helpers if you can't decide on doing any kind of sports. So with that being said, class is dismissed.
Oh my god, we're on the last one.
Last chapter. And it's the best chapter.
Oh good, I
Oh.
can't wait.
Because they chose the right option.
Oh,
They're going for the death option.
They're going for the death option.
Hey, it's Yuya. I thought it was gonna be with Saki.
They actually, Sakia's is really good. They could be going for Angel. It's very possible.
True. Chapter 11. Here we are, the start of the sports festival. I never did really make up my mind for sure on what I was going to do, though I guess playing nurse today won't be a bad idea. As I walked over to the tent, I was greeted by luckily not the school's doctor, but by Yuya instead.
Ah, salutations! Did you come to gaze into my eyes, mon ami?
No. I'd heard that the first aid tent was short-handed and thought I would come give a hand.
Really, did he use the word salutations? I mean, what kind of high school student uses that word?
Yeah.
Though Yuya was a weird person, though not as weird as Oko-san.
Alas, spurred for the sake of time, I must now work even harder to prove my love. Anyways, I'm happy to have you here working. As you can see, we have plenty of work to be doing.
Wait. He has to work harder to prove his wait. At no point, did she even, mention love or relationship of any kind. She just said, hey, I wanted to be a good person and help out. I'm going to show you I love you.
Well, no, he said, did you come to gaze into my eyes? Like, he's flirting with me. And I said, no, I just came to help the first aid tent. And now he's like, oh, I have to try harder. Even though that still really doesn't make sense. But even though everyone is a human, there's
a human there.
A human there still getting hurt on the obstacle course. Though I'm not surprised, since I guess everyone must not be used to their new bodies.
Yuya nodded in agreement, though I wondered though I wondered in the back of my head if all these birds were happy with being a human, or did they think that this was a nightmare for them?
Yes, that may be the case, mon ami. Though it's just tradition to have the course every year. Though if that doctor would show up, we could be making some actual progress. But for some reason, that weirdo hates the sun. He must be worried about his girlish-looking complexion or something like that.
He's a vampire, confirmed. Thank you, Spinning Melody. You have confirmed this. He's a vampire.
Yep.
I laughed some when he spoke about the doctor, to think that someone like him would be thinking about his figure. Sure, he's a doctor, so he wants to be healthy, but I don't think he would freak out over something that teenage girls worry about on a day-to-day basis.
Uh-oh, they started. We shall be getting busy with people. Now get ready, mon ami.
Roger that.
And so I spent my time during the sports festival patching up random injured students inside the first aid tent with Yuya. I think I even learned some first aid things from him as well. It was a time well spent. The end.
End quote. It ends with a quote.
It ends with a quote.
It was a time well spent. Friends.
God bless
Quotation
America.
Yes.
Wow. That was super fun.
I agree.
That was our reintroduction into Hacks and Slash after a bit of a hiatus.
Very long hiatus.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diana,
What a
for
reintroduction.
looking through all of the fanfictions.
I found some good ones.
These were amazing. And thank you, James and Shannon, for coming on this little adventure with us. Because this was just a trip.
I am always on board for Hacks and Slash, especially if it's about birds.
I'm just always on board for Hacks and Slash. I'm sorry it took me this long.
And with that, I guess we're done. Thank
where does
God.
know if they want to find more of these.
If you want to find more Hacks and Slash, you can visit our actual website, GameCola.net, and search Hacks and Slash. Or I think they should all be on iTunes at this point, as well as our YouTube channel, which is the letter G, the letter C, the word dot, and the word net. So, if you want more Hacks and Slash, any of those places. So thanks again, everyone, for listening, and thank you guys for being here. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hang on. Is someone else getting a Skype call? Over and over.
Suddenly my Skype status just changed on its own now.
Oh my god, it won't stop. It's still going.
What?
I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
This is turning from fan fiction into creepypasta.
It won't stop.
Oh my god.
What?
It just is ringing over and over. I just closed down Skype and it's still going.
I made it Twitter official. We have a hashtag GameCola ghost.
Oh boy. Fantastic.
Oh my god, it stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, yay.
As soon as I closed the tabs containing the Hatoful Boyfriend fanfictions, it stopped.
What? The fanfiction
God.
doesn't want us to read it.